Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dark Souls walkthrough. In the last episode, we cleared the catacombs, and in this episode, it is time to venture further into the dark hole. So, in the next episode, things are going to get a little spooky. As you can see, it's a bit dark. But we have the answer. Our trusty friend, the Sunlight Maggot. Oh, here we go. This will serve as our light source and it will give us a constant light throughout the zone. If you don't have a light source, you have to follow these little lights. They will guide your way and you have to be very careful. So there are 3 light sources in this game, I believe. There's this, the Sunlight Maggot, which is the easiest one. There's the Skull Lantern, which you can get as a drop from the Necromancers. Or you can get one from the zone later, or you can use a sorcery called Cast Light, which is a very simple sorcery, so most classes can use it regardless of whether they're a sorcerer or not. And these will be your main enemies in this zone, the big old skeletons in the Tomb of the Giants. Really is the Tomb of the Giants, if there are loads of these giant skeletons down here. And that down there is actually the Demon Ruins. Pretty cool. Weirdly, all the lava is still down there, even though we drained that all away. But hey. Right, slide down here. Get some more of these guys. They go down pretty easily. Get a large silver-proud knight. And there's an archer around here somewhere, so watch out for him. Over there. Oh, God. And they shoot very large arrows. Those are not great arrows, but they are just very large arrows. And they will hurt pretty bad. So watch out for that. Anyway, chop those guys down and hug the right here. Get onto this platform, get an item. A humanity. Always nice. And over here. Who are you? Your face is awfully bright. Here we go, now I can at least sort of see you. The lighting in dark areas in Dark Souls 1 is not very good. Anyway, who are you?
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
No, of course not.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now, so I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
Ah, you're totally trustworthy. Totally. So this lovely fellow is called Trusty Patches. Now if you remember, we heard about him a long time ago from Lautrec. Trusty Patches, and Lautrec didn't like him. And you can probably tell why, he's a bit shifty. So, and if you tell him that you're a cleric, you're a bit fucked. So yeah, don't tell him you're a cleric, because he don't like those clerics. Now before we look in that hole, I'm going to head down here, because there's a bonfire down here. There is a ladder, don't worry, you don't have to jump down. Here we go. Lovely. And I'm actually going to reverse hollowing, because I like being human. Alright. Let's go have a look in that hole. Let's go have a look-see. Alright, Patches, what are you hiding?
There, that hole. Take a closer look. Where's the issue? What's your problem? Take a peep in the hole and check out that treasure.
Alright then, I'll go.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Sneaky little bastard. Well, he hasn't seen the last of us. Gets souls of proud knights that he most likely slayed. Bastard. And a skull lantern. We already have a skull lantern. So yeah, again, as I said, held in the offhand, raise it like a shield and it will serve as a light source. But the sunlight maggot is better because you just wear it on your head. And look over here. An old acquaintance.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
So, good old Rhea Furland. If you remember, she was the maiden that Petrus was supposed to escort, and this is where she is, all the way down here. And those 2 knights, Vince and Nico, have turned hollow, and here they are. So we must defeat them in grand combat, and they will use their miracles. They're not super strong, but they can be a bit troubling if engaged improperly, but they're not super strong. So there we go, they go down pretty nicely. Now I'm going to head up here, get a white titanite chunk, and there are enemies coming from behind. These weird bone pillar things. Thankfully they go down in 1 hit to me, and they will drop white titanite chunks. Very nice. But with these things I recommend attack them once and then back off. And then go in for again, because they will wave their arms around horribly and do some good damage. Alright, Rhea, I have defeated them.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
So, replenishment. So what is replenishment? It's a rather simple miracle that will grant you HP regeneration, I believe. Not particularly effective, but it's kind of nice to have just on in the background. So head around here, and we can make our way out. And some more of these things. Again, very simple. These things aren't particularly difficult, you don't have to worry about them. And they explode into nice satisfying piles of bones. Always nice. Let's get out of here. Get our revenge on Patches. Illusory wall, always nice. Now that way is the way back, but I'm going to head this way first. Now, head down here. There is a ladder, don't worry. Oh god, the lighting. Jesus. So bright. Now, this room. This room is possibly the most impossible room in all of Dark Souls 1. It's stupid. I hate this room. There's like 8 big skeletons in here, and they will swarm you, hit you super hard, and yeah, it's so tiny it's pretty much impossible to pull them safely. This room is an absolute nightmare. Now, there's multiple ways you can go about it. You can try and lure as many of them as you can to here, and then do a plunging attack to try and kill them. You can shoot them and wheel them down slowly, or you can just run past them and try and pick up the loot that way. Now, I'm not sure what approach I'm going to take. My bow isn't very effective. I think I'm going to try the plunging attack. Hopefully it works. Oh, there we go, that actually did work quite well. Nice. Oh god. Okay, that actually did work pretty nicely. Goody. Ouch! God, they hit so hard. But yes, be very careful. We're entering this room. The plunging attack, as you can see, works pretty decently. Pull a bunch of them over here, plunging attack, and you should be able to take them down. And then just be careful. Come on. Come on, big guy. Chop. Chop. Down. God, my Claymore's gotten so effective now that it's plus 15. Get a Soul of a Brave Warrior. Man, I can't believe I actually did this that well. Normally this room kills me like a million times. God, good thing I'm doing it so good on the walkthrough. And over here, another Andre corpse with a large divine ember. That is what you need to make super divine weapons. So, very nice. Oh god, I apologise for the bloody brightness. Oh god, oh, Jesus. The lighting engine in Dark Souls 1 is not very good. So yeah, sometimes it gets blindingly bright. Unfortunately, nothing to be done about that. I assume that's better in Dark Souls Remastered, but I wouldn't know because I don't play Dark Souls Remastered. Ow. And watch out for that archer over there. You can kill them with arrows if you want. I don't really mind. I'm just going to skip past them. Alright, up here. More douchebags. Come on, big guys. Chop chop. Easy peasy. Head down here. Another large soul of a proud knight. Very nice. Heal, heal. Ouch. Look at the size of those arrows. They're as tall as me. Alright, don't miss this item. I almost always miss that. The large soul of a proud knight. And now take out this guy. You're piss. One strike and you go down. You're piss. Oh god, the lighting is so bad. Ah. Oh. Jesus. Alright. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. The lighting. Jesus. If there's a mod for a better lighting engine, you know, I wouldn't mind installing that. I don't really like modding the original Dark Souls, but if there's a mod for better lighting, then yeah, I'd probably take that. Although I don't think there is. Anyway, get a large soul of a proud knight, and now we have come full circle, all the way back to the pinwheel fight. Shortcut ahead, indeed. Now this way is not just a shortcut back to before the pinwheel fight. There's also an item this way. So let's go grab it. Here. Soul of a proud knight. Very nice. Alright. I am going to Homeward Bone back, and I will see you back at good old douchebag. Alright, prickface. I'm back. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, you! Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Fine, fine.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes... Ooh, who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
You're a dickhead. But I'm going to accept him. If you want to kill him, feel free to. But know that if you do that, you won't be able to kill him as a merchant back at Firelink. Because after we're done with this area, he will return to Firelink if you give him a second chance. So yeah, kill him if you want, but if you do that, you won't get him as a merchant. So take your pick. But I have killed him a few times in the past because he is a giant dickhead.
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
That's the same thing you said before, you dick. Anyway, time to head over here. Now these things are the worst enemies in Dark Souls, if you ask me. Even worse than the wheel skeletons. These are what I believe is called skeletal dogs, and they are impossible. Ouch! They are damn near impossible to fight. They attack relentlessly, they hit extremely hard, they have lots of poise, and they are practically impossible to block and avoid and everything. They are absolute nightmares and I hate them. Anyway, go through here. No boss, but there is someone coming. First of all, let's go over here and kill this guy. Pick up the soul of the brave warrior. And where is he? Here he is. A black knight, wielding a black knight halberd. The second one in the game. But we have grown much stronger since the first one, so now we can smash these guys. Hoya! Wow, another black knight halberd. What luck, hey? Okay, oh god. Let's see if I can... Ouch! God, I hate these guys. I hate them so much. I'm sorry, I have no idea what the ideal way to fight those guys is. They're so hard to fight, I have no idea. So many hours of playtime and I still have not been able to figure out how to optimally fight these guys. All I can say is just try desperately to dodge their attacks and swing at them and hope they die. Alright, anyway, let's head around to the right, because there's an item way over here. The effigy shield. Interesting item. I can't actually remember exactly what it does. What does it do? So, it actually defends against divine weapons and lightning. I don't actually know what that means. I think it means that it's more resistant against faith stuff? I'm not sure. I've never used that, so I actually don't know what it does. All I know is it's got a unique use, but I'm sorry, I don't really know much more about it. Anyway, more of these... Ouch! More of these dickheads. Oh god. Go away, go away. God, I hate them so much. Right. Now this item up here, you have to jump. Here we go. Now, be careful. Get the covetous silver serpent ring and a million of these. Oh god, ow, 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 ow. See, that's what I was talking about with them swinging their arms all over the place. They can do some big damage. But they go down pretty nicely. So the covetous silver serpent ring, what does that do? Basically that's like the covetous gold serpent ring, only this one actually increases soul find as opposed to item discovery. So you'll get more souls from enemies, which is pretty nice, especially if you want to grind. Now, down there is the correct way, but over here is the important direction. A bonfire. Lovely, lovely bonfire. I'm gonna use some souls a second, so bear with me. Okay, use some souls because I'm going to level up. What are we getting? Let's get some of that strength, shall we? Here we go. Man, 489. This claymore is actually pretty effective, surprisingly. Alright, now let's head down here. Head in here. Get another white dynamite chunk. And over here there are 3 dogs. I think. 3 or 2. I think it's 3 though. Ow, 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 ow. God, I hate you so much. Oh, and there's another one coming from behind. Didn't even see him. You don't actually have to fight these dogs. They're not guarding anything, so... You know, I think I'm just gonna skip by them, if that's alright. Anyway, over here, another item. Soul of a Brave Warrior, very nice. Can never have too many souls. Down here, to another area. And we're venturing into a new place. And here you can actually see where the darkness stops. So we have made it out of the dark. So we can finally take off this helmet. And what is this area? What are these giant trees? Interesting. Now, when you enter in here, there's an enemy. Paladin Leroy. Now, doesn't that name sound familiar? Shout out to my World of Warcraft homies out there. Oh, here he is. And he's not particularly tough, but just be a little bit careful. But yeah, he ain't particularly tough. Just bait the attack, keep him stun locked, bam. Same strategy for all spirits. Get that humanity and his items. To humanity, Grant and Sanctus. Now Sanctus, I believe, will provide a HP regeneration, I think. So that's pretty nice. And Grant is a really, really good heavy weapon. It scales really well with both strength and faith, giving it some of the highest, like, cap damage in the game. So if you're playing a strength faith build, it's really, really strong. So yeah, highly recommended for you guys. Me though, I am not playing that. Right, more of these guys. Cut them down like butter. And another archer. But again, cut him down like butter. Don't you stomp on me. Chop. You guys are nothing. You guys are nothing as can be. Alright, now in here, a strange room. All these skeletons, praying almost. And over there, a bunch of pinwheels. Isn't it strange? And a soul of a hero. But that's not even the weirdest thing. Down here, you'll encounter some strange enemies. These pinwheels aren't particularly tough, but yeah, these enemies right here. These tiny little skeletons. Aren't they strange? And they will respawn infinitely. And they keep giving you souls, and they also inflict toxic, weirdly enough. It's so strange. I'm not even sure what it is, but it's there. It's strange. Ow. And they can be a little annoying. And these pinwheels, I think they respawn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they respawn. And they are good, and they drop lots of white Titanite chunks. And also drop the mass, of course. And I believe rarely can drop white Titanite slabs, which is quite nice. So if you want to farm the slabs, this is where you go. Oh. Chop you, Mr. Man. Okay, that's all of them. Look at all these skeletons. Is it not strange? So weird. Get a soul of a hero. Now, come in here. Very important item in here. White Titanite slab. The only one in the main game. So if you don't get the one in the DLC, that's where you get it. So, there you go. Alright, alas, it is now time for the boss. Let us bash through there. And go in here. So, we must drop down there. Now if you're low on health, be sure to heal up, because this will do some full damage. Bit BS, but what can you do? Grave Lord Nito, the final of the Lords. Now this fight's a bit more on the unique side. With this one you will actually have to deal with ads for the whole fight. These skeletons will be constantly spawning, and Nito serves as their necromancer, so they will be constantly getting up throughout the fight. Now, if you have a divine weapon, they will not get back up, but most of the time you won't have a divine weapon, so you will have to deal with them throughout the fight. So Nito himself has big slow swings, and his weapon will inflict toxic. So his weapon is not very hard to dodge, but oh god. But if you're not paying attention, it can catch you off guard, and that is a grab. It will do some big damage. I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal. Ah! Jesus. I didn't mean to play badly there. I was actually having some nasal problems throughout that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll see you back there, and hopefully this time I'm feeling a bit better. Alright, take 2. Hopefully this time I don't have issues. So, with Great Lord Nito, of course, as I said, the ads will spawn. There is only a set amount of them, but they will get up throughout the fight. And if you head to the back of the room, you will actually encounter some, oh god. Ouch! Yeah, if you hear that screaming, a sword will come up through the ground. It will inflict toxic and big damage. And it can be dodged, but it requires very precise timing. So, yeah, pretty difficult. But anyway, as I was saying, if you go to the back of the room, you will encounter some big skeletons, and they will make the fight much harder, so try and stay on this side of the room. Alright, I need to get my souls a second. Thank you. If you're strong enough, these skeletons will not be too difficult, and Nito himself can actually kill his own skeletons, which is quite nice. Oh, and if he does that, it means he's preparing a big explosion. Oh, and come around here, get the paladin armor. That will be there if you killed Leroy, so that's quite nice. Oh god, I didn't know he swept with that. That sucks. Oh, but if you mash the buttons enough, apparently it doesn't do any damage, so that's quite nice. Ouch. Try not to be sloppy. Right. Nito himself actually doesn't have a lot of health at all, so he's quite an easy boss if you ask me. A lot of people say that he's really good. I think he's a bit overrated as a boss. But hey, the presentation's cool and stuff, but yeah, I think he's pretty meh. Oh, and if you swing in from behind, you won't actually attack him, because he'll be covered by his cloak. Get around here. If you hide behind something, I'm pretty sure that blast will not hit you. So yeah, you need to take cover. Oh. There we go. If you're up close to him, you can actually see him stabbing his sword in, so it makes it much easier to dodge, because you know the timing. Hide around here. There we go. And that explosion will reset the skeletons, which is pretty helpful. And there we go. He is down. Very easy boss. Very simple. And with that, that is going to be the final Lord Soul. So, now we're ready to complete the game, right? No. Not by a long shot. There's still much more we must do before we complete this game. But that is all of the main quest line done, basically. So, I'm just going to level up here, don't mind me. Yep. Gonna get some more strength. Can never go wrong with more damage. So, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.